Congratulations, Taurus, on the newfound peace of mind. Congratulations on all the financial opportunities that are coming your way. Those of you that have new jobs have been propositioned for new business opportunities. If you're receiving unexpected money in any capacity, or your investment is finally taking off, and you have enough to a little extra to save and move around so you can manifest other things into your life, then this reading is going to be for you. But most importantly, above anything else, this is your confirmation, Taurus, that something is about to be moving smooth sailing for you. Something is about to be a lot easier. Not necessarily easier, but it's going to be moving with ease. Moving right along with ease. That's what I'm hearing. That's what came through with the download. So receive it. All right. Taurus, receive it if it resonates with you. All of my messages are timeless, so leave it until it does. So let's get into this channel message, because I have another daily channel message for all of my Taurians, okay? You are so much more than any title that mankind can give you, whether that be witches, warlocks, shamans, diviners, practitioners, priests, high priests, whatever the level of consciousness is, whatever the mankind terminology that's been created to describe your kind, your spiritual team is confirming for you that you are so much more than that, etc., etc. You are all elements. You are the physical embodiment of all elements expressed in a physical form here, because I'm sensing nothing but pure raw energy. And the water guardians are definitely here to help you connect deeper with your emotions so you can receive the downloads of other lifetimes. Lifetimes in Atlantis, confirmation for those that have resonated, and so forth. There are other lifetimes, other other rise in consciousness, but you've experienced many great falls in consciousness. So you guys would be the beings, the manifested beings that have helped facilitate during periods of great decline or great rises. So you guys are kind of like the bridge between the incline and the decline. Okay, very interesting. For a lot of you, this makes a lot of sense, especially if you felt like you were under a spell or under a curse, or you were asleep. I do feel like with all this water here, you are trading in one level of consciousness for a true essence that you originate from. Like, and right now I feel like the water guardians are trying to help connect with you so you can, I'm hearing loading. I'm seeing like a bar with like the bar is loading and it's loading slow, but you're so close. That's what I'm seeing. Like you're so close to completing some type of spiritual upload of all your past lives. And they're saying that this foundation must be established before romance, before you can have love, before you can settle down and work on that type of process, because they are considering that you do have earthly desires. Okay, you have earthly desires, physical desires, and things like that, but this upload has to take place before that can happen. And it has something to do with you being some type of emotional creature of the deep blue. So this is going to hit really different for those of you that have a knowing that you have some type of spiritual purpose here on earth for humanity that requires your romantic life, like the one you see on TV or everyone posts on social media, to be sacrificed. Like you have, it's a purpose behind you giving that up so you can walk this sacred path. It's like you have it encoded already inside of you that there are some consequences that not just you, but the entire human race can suffer from, just by you veering too far off the path. I'm hearing the path of least resistance. Some of y'all know, like, you can never tell anyone who you truly are. I mean, like, ever. Like, if I tell you who I am, I can't guarantee you what will happen. Okay, confirmation if that is something that, like it's really kept, like, sealed. Okay, but these higher beings have an invested interest. So your gifts, your abilities, the foundation in helping you establish those gifts and those abilities is an invested interest. All right, I'm from a galactic level, and I do. This may be why you're drawn to mermaids, sirens, the water. Now, they keep telling me that you've already experienced a lifetime in every element. So you've adapted to every element. You've learned the way of the water, the way of the fire. Like, I feel like right now you're learning the way of the water. Yeah, you must have mastered the way of earth. Like the forest. If you're not, you're mastering that. You're learning about the way of the water. That's what I'm seeing here. There's some type of ease, some type of tranquility, peace that they possess. Wisdom that they possess when it comes to new beginnings. Something is always a treasure. I'm seeing Ariel, okay? So everything is a treasure. Everything you find is a treasure. None of it's a waste. Let's see, y'all. I'm hearing dollar bill. We live for the... I'm hearing a pearl. If you can retrieve your memories from the past and the future by way of water, you will tap into a level of consciousness deep in your spirit, in your knowing, in your soul. You remember what, technology, intellect, science, philosophy, mathematics, what it all was prior to the fall, to the decline in consciousness. And so for you, your body, muscle memory, okay, you're accessing muscle memory, body. Your body just starts your body just knows fucking jujitsu or something, There's that type of energy where you just be knowing. Practicality, rebellion. So this is definitely about your career and speculation. How did you do something like that by yourself? Without, like, how are you able to cultivate a society, a group, without ever having to without having to do something focused on love. I don't know. There's something about not having a partner, not having something that's expected to be typically by design. In order to be able to do something on a day-to-day basis, you need more than one hand. You need four hands instead of two. It's hard to raise kids by yourself. There's something about you not having all of the supposed resources in order to bring something into fruition shouldn't be capable or possible without you having to go the doctrine way. Okay, this is the way it's supposed to be done. This is the way we ball. Yes, mummies, energies here. I feel like you have the water here. Something has been awakened. Something is being awakened. You're discovering who you actually are, and it's loading. Like, it's slowly loading. It's slowly coming back to you. And you're like, wait a minute, I'm not supposed to be this. I'm not supposed to be doing that. This is me. Yes, this is you. Did you do that in a past life? Never hadn't loved before. I mean, was that a regret or something that... So I feel like we're about to venture off into your past life, one of your past lives. That's necessary for you to unlock or continue uploading other aspects about that past life that will suit you during this time. But with daughter romance in reverse and practicality, something wasn't like from two different worlds. I want to go where the people go. I want to see them dancing. Okay, so Ariel did not have to go there and shovel shit for a living or, work hard to get where she got. She went from being in the water to being a princess. You get what I'm saying? And it's because in her world, she was already a princess. She was already royalty. You get what I'm saying? But she just didn't care for the titles. No different in this situation. Not caring for the titles doesn't mean that you aren't who you say you are. You see what I'm saying? You may just want to blend in with the locals, okay? When you're in Rome. That's what you do. They'll have no idea who you really are if you look like them, talk like them. But you're still a threat because the plan was to get you to expose yourself, reveal yourself. But I feel as if the plan to get you to reveal yourself or reveal your hand hasn't really played out that way. And so now your opponent doesn't know what to do next. They can only speculate about who you are, speculate about who you really are. All right, and this is your people that you work with or people in the same industry with you. Maybe. Oh, that would be different. What if Ariel never really wanted to marry? What if Ariel made a practical decision, not for love at all, but for the advancement of humanity. And she was like a keeper of relics, a keeper of artifacts, a keeper of information with all of her collecting. So her collection, like the element, was placed inside of her. Yes, the blue. And so everywhere she goes, it would be good. But it was a union out of necessity for some type of decline in consciousness that wouldn't just affect the marine kingdom, it would also affect the locals. It would also affect the mankind. And so as a way to prepare for it, not knowing when it will happen, these two kingdoms united. These two elements united. Water and earth became earth. Instead of it being solely water, water gave birth to earth. What? Hold on. Yes. And through the sacrifice of expansion, evolution, and overall unity, Ariel chose to also convert. Yes, convert. Convert that knowledge. Harvest that knowledge. Plant it in different ways. I feel like how she would plant it would be by the seeds. It would be by laying the seeds. Procreation by way of another person, because I feel like procreation here was done by emotion. I desire for more fish, so I create more fish. I desire, my imagination is where I create from, like an oyster, like a pearl. And those pearls come in abundance. But I do see a marriage here of practicality for the necessary to preserve how this is done. It had nothing to do with love originally. That's what I'm seeing here. Okay. Yes, the Queen of Pentacles is, okay, I give up my fins and I sacrifice my freedom, my fins, even love in some ways. So wait, to focus on routine, to harvest, to reap good karma. So wait, who did Ariel love? 8 of Pentacles. 8. Practicality. Work to work this, to work the land, to tend to the land. But she came from the water. She was born of water. So she has no origin. She has no mother or no father. Now, anybody during those times could hear from the grapevine this person had a mother or father, but the origin from the Akashic is stating that this is someone that had no origin, but the origin was really connected to the water kingdom, marine kingdom. So her true love was the love for her people. The love for her people would be the rose that she like came from. Like, she arose like a bushel of roses. Okay, something about the heart, Queen of Hearts. There's something about Wonderland. There's something about the Queen of Hearts. There's something about Ariel. Different names. These are all names, but it's from the same origin. The same origin. That's what these connections were about. It was about being able to tend and change form. Metamorphosis. Okay, so the metamorphosis that I'm seeing is the one where emotions are left out of it, right? So she had to sacrifice the way of the water. And you know how I told you the water, you're truly an emotional creature. The more you are in your emotions, the more you connect back to your true nature, your true origin, which is water. But the practicality of the demands of mankind leaves little to no time to think about your feelings. You get up and you do the same thing over and over and over again, and so it's hard to connect with your feelings. So duty and obligation, and so she sacrificed that to give humanity more time. Who did? So this is a split in consciousness, right? A part of myself recollects the commitment that I made to this part of myself, but I'm going to wipe away your origin for you to be able to perform, right? Because if you knew your prior life, or you knew where you originally come from, you would long to go back there. And so in order to help with that transition, it's the lack of emotion, which is what drives us. The emotion drives us. The Ace of Cups is what then drives us to take the action that we take next. And so it's easier to oblige something out of responsibility and obligation than it would be to do it for love. Because again, Eight of Pentacles, the absence of feeling, you get more done. So here's where it gets interesting, right? Because the rebellion here would mean that you hadn't really lost your origin. And because you hadn't really lost your origin, you kind of stood alone, like a revolt, like a rebellion, because you don't really blend in with society's terminology of who they expect you to be. You're so much greater than that. That is deeper than just being I'm a witch, or I'm a shaman, or I'm a practitioner, or I'm a priest. It's so much deeper than that. There's so much more to it. But at the same time, it's like no person left behind. Like, you may not be one, but if other people are being attacked you would emotionally respond, because it goes back to the initial the initial reason as to why you incarnated, why you came above ground anyway. And it has something to do with you're hardwired to protect someone. And so anybody being done this way, even if it's not that one person, you protect everybody. So someone's a protector, like a protector of from people that are being ostracized, judged, discriminated against, especially when it comes to the spiritual community. And someone very, very interesting. This is someone on a mission to prepare for some type of great battle or great like a rise. I feel like the fall has already happened. The rise is coming because we have the Aquarian, age of Aquarius. So in preparation for, like, you're gonna, things are gonna happen. There's gonna be casualties, right? But with Lost in Reverse, it won't be a loss to those that stand up for what they know is right. You know what I'm saying? It'll only be a loss if someone that is meant to be at the right place at the right time isn't there. There's something about someone has to be at the right. I don't know if you could tell, but this person here has on kind of like the same outfit as this person here, and it's making me feel like someone is, they work by day but at night they are an activist for something, you know, or they have a 9 to 5 and then their second job is they advocate for something. There's something about someone has one that they do, this is what everybody knows about them, but they would have no idea about who they really are and why they really, what they're really doing behind the scenes, and what preparation for what. Interesting. It's like giving me Robin Hood a little energy. Okay. It's interesting that we have all this inspiration now to do certain thing. It's like on your mark or on your move, just tell me when to go. You have people that are ready to like move on your command. I don't know if you are aware of this, but you do. Like the Headless Horsemen's. And if they can't stop certain things from happening, they're willing to. It's like if they can't protect you, they'll die by the sword, is what I'm seeing here. They'll take a fall protecting you, jump in front of something to protect you. They will take a hit, they will take a L, they will take a loss, but it will not be a loss to you. It'll be a loss to them before they become a loss to you, is what they're pretty much saying. And they are not doing this by way of something that you did to them, brainwashing them, coercing. No, this is protection. to finish building your foundation, finish building to do your work in peace. Seeing 333, Three of Pentacles, building. Maybe you are the same way as well. Like, there's two people here, and they're never in the same energy for too long, okay? It's like y'all are in engineering energy right now. So neither one of you are always in the same form. It's hard to keep up with you. It's hard to see what you're doing or what you're up to, because you shift your energy frequently. It's definitely giving me interdimensional. You just change skins often. Like, you travel. Your consciousness uploads and down, like, comes in and out. You upload, you download, and you upload information, and you're not always there, but when you are, you are. I know I sound all over the place, but this is reinforcement. If you need me, call me. No matter where you are, no matter how far. Don't worry, baby. It's a network. Now, this network could be physical. This network could be spiritual. This network could be intelligence in itself. And as a network, these intelligence will take on form to assist in some type of rebellion. And even when you hit rock bottom, or even when you're in a position where you feel like you can't get out of something, these intelligence will take on form. And let you out, remove a blockage, defend you, support you, something like that. So it will be no real loss to you. That's just the way it's set up. It's your purpose. It's a part of your path. No introduction necessary. That's what they said. So if you feel like, I feel like I know you, or I've seen you before, don't worry about all that, sweetheart. They have intel. So with all this water energy, this is saying you don't connect with your emotions. Speculation. You don't trust your emotions. What did you do? Yeah, you don't trust your emotions. You did something. Some of you guys could have flooded the world. You did something in a fit of an emotional rage before. That's probably your ass that be sitting in the rainbow. You did something. You did something to your own creation in an emotional fit of rage. Well, you are mighty and terrible and good. So, you may not trust your origin because you don't know if you can control your origin, or if your origin is deceiving you, or trying to get you to engage in dangerous behavior. There's something about something that you've done before you don't ever want to do, and it feels like it's from a past life. I don't know, I'm hearing guillotine and all types of... Yes, you did something, and you're afraid of yourself, but your Akashic remembers. What did you do? You have to go back and allow yourself to see what you did, so you can reconcile with it. All right, because maybe you don't feel like it warrant that big of a emotional response. You know, maybe you feel like you should have You have regrets about a past reaction. Someone could have lied to you. You could have believed them and lost a lot of your young fish. I don't know, your young creation. And as a spiritual punishment, it's like whoever was lying to you to access this, you trapped it, or you cut it off. Damn. Dang. Once you realize that that's what they were in pursuit of for your pearls, makes me feel like your pearls. Some of your origins could be from a major sea creature. Who knows? I see so many different voyagers. This is why you don't want to connect with your emotions, because you feel as if in the wrong hands they will use you as a weapon for mass destruction. Yes. And it will only make some type of decline in consciousness. But if humanity doesn't get the upload, if humanity doesn't get the download, they will miss an point in branch in time for this continuum, right? And it will create a lot of crisis, a series of events, of unfortunate events, to try to force this crossroads, because a branch needs to be created. There's a path of least resistance, but in order to access that path of least resistance, there has to be a choice to know that someone is lying, allow them to lie. Like, you have to surrender and allow them to do their worst, and trust in your inner knowing that even though it's not going according to plan, or that it's going to, like, so now someone's going to know where to get it from and how they're going to get it, you have to leave it to the high priestess. Because whether or not they get the information or not, the question is, can they process all of that emotion from the high priestess? That's all that water. This is like being asleep and like drowning in a sea of your own mind. You get what I'm saying? Pirates drowning in a sea of your own mind and never having touched a cup of water, you know? Or you could be found just, and you will make it up on top, or you will make it out on top. Warfare. This stuff sells like hotcakes is what I'm seeing here. So you are the only one that can retrieve the sword from Caliber's stone, okay? But it's like after you retrieve the sword, everyone is fighting to hold the sword. But the sword wasn't for everybody. Ten of Swords. So they all will backstab each other. They all will do a process of elimination on each other. And then boom. There is the Ace of Pentacles. After they all off each other, the path of least resistance will still be open to you. And the reward will still be as prophesied to you. You can't make it through this maze, this labyrinth, without integrity. Look at that. With the Ace of Wands. Whoa. So it would be a lesson for many and a rite of passage for you. Now, what are you going to do with all this peace? What you going to do with all this peace? What you going to do with... Yeah, what you going to do with all this peace? See, a lot of y'all, when you are at a place of relaxation and peace, you long to get back to the water or back to a place where you could just be alone and by yourself. 888, okay? Where you don't have to deal with nobody, worry about nothing. Isolation. But I can almost guarantee you, when the practical, mundane life gets boring, you will seek out water. And whenever you're ready to seek out water, the guardians will be there. When you're ready to go into your Akashic and remember these events, it's never going to be at a loss to you. Let's see. Something about you becoming a more effortless performer, effortless singer, speaker, writer, narrator, communicator. Also, ooh. This is a dance as well. I'm seeing like committed to purpose. It's what's going to anchor you with someone else. Yeah, committed to purpose. Like this is definitely saying that y'all are committed to a purpose, a higher calling, and when you guys need each other, you know where to find each other. Something about the next 8 months. I think there's a period of rest coming for you to kind of like imaginate, get it set up, but not necessarily move on it. Okay, so you're going to receive a lot of downloads and ideas, and you're meant to plant them deep within the ground. But remember, it plants down before it breaks the soil. So it grows down before it breaks the soil. So there's a lot of that's going to be happening behind the scenes, and you're going to know, and very select people will know, but it will eventually break the soil. And you'll know exactly which one to focus on, which one's budding, and which one needs your undivided attention. Okay? Because remember, there's something about you becoming a farmer after living many eons as a creature of the water, or something like that. Let's get your closing message. Summoning power, instinct, intellect, control. This priestess of the night is summoning the power of the full moon and channeling it into the wild wolves beside her. She is calm and in control. The wolves stand at attention with the energy with the energy of quiet strength resonating from above. This card is telling you that you have far more power than you realize. There may be something in your life, perhaps a relationship or a recent challenge, that you have felt powerless to handle. If so, it's time to focus on your own intellect and instinct on the issue at hand. Then muster the courage to take the necessary action. It may also be time to harness the unhealthy personal patterns that have you left unchecked, indulgences and addictions. might seem to have had the upper hand, but your wild impulses can absolutely be tamed. Remain peaceful, but persistent in the noble pursuit of self-honoring and self-control. Be honest about your ability to prioritize your higher needs. When you summon the quiet yet powerful light of your soul, your intuitive strength becomes the central force in your own life and a resonant voice in the world. Affirmation: I am strong and self-directed. I bring my inner power to every area of my life. Taurus, I'm sending you lots of love, wisdom, and guidance on your journey. Thank you for always exchanging time and love with me on this channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one, family. Bye.